Up 32 points in the fourth quarter to the Thunder, but held on late. It's Stevenson who opens the scoring account.
For me, learning and getting ready, to play NBA basketball, good to see him, on the sidelines, give it back to the next generation.
Fiddler for three. He and Zuby Ejiofor, such critical components to St. John's turnaround. They're selling out the Garden most of last year.
Help change that culture, and that's what Sears does. Scoring guard.
Out of the mid-range, played 7 games with Milwaukee last year, Mark Sears. Primarily at Wisconsin, and that three-pointer pound the first 2 games of Summer League, but 3 of 7 beyond the arc against Minnesota. Brazil, sweet touch, right? He went, in his opinion, to the perfect place in Denver. That's Hansen, and that is Brazil getting up to meet him. Sears drains the 3.
Great defense leads to great offense. The situation that you're in is everything, man. There's a lot of people who get drafted to the wrong spots. And he honed into, recognizing that the fit is the most important thing for him.
Oliveri puts it in from the corner.
2 for 2 for Youngblood so far.
Youngblood defending all the way down the lane. He's seen that before. Mark Sears takes him to the hole.
I wonder how many games that they played one-on-one in Tuscaloosa.
I feel like Sears, I'm watching him talk. I don't know if he's trying to be hurt or not. That's a good cut to the basket from Jason Kent. It's been really, really impressive.
Way to sneaky 2.
Off the heel of Sears. 5 on the timer, so let it fly. Not that time for Emejuru, who tried just 1 3 all of last year. Brazil more familiar from there. Sears and Youngblood. This is what you pay to see. Sears
spot
wiggles free and knocks it down.
He does.
And they could still find their way to 3 wins and pad that point differential as well.
Great play.
That +1.
Great ATO. Coming out of timeout after timeout play.
That would have been for 2. Alas, for Diarra. Went way up to the rim. Osifo testing the limits of gravity. And then on the other end, Martin with a... Are those for safekeeping or those are hers?
She probably, those hers. She probably wears them to her meetings,
Ramsey hoists.
Turned himself to a great scoring pro.
Lynn Cameron. Cameron spinning around, plays it off the window. That's the kindest way to say what you're actually thinking, right?
100%.
Mitchell for 3.
Mitchell, big-time talent, came to Missouri, finished his college career off there. That's a big-time player, big-time scorer there. Looking to stick in the lead. That's Cameron.
Nkrumah.
OVC Player of the Year.
Fractional difference, shot and game clock. Nkrumah out of Tennessee State from the free throw line. Portland through so many iterations, and now you get to craft the next one. What's your experience been being around Portland in the past as an opponent, and what you hope to bring now?
Yeah, I think the one thing that you're always going to have an opportunity to win games. He's one of those guys, and I think that the roster, it sounds crazy to me, but or maybe to some people, but very similar to Minnesota, Portland. There's a lot of similarities. We can protect the rim, just like obviously Denny, who's coming off an all-star year. So we have a lot of depth. And I think the one thing that you've seen in the NBA more than anything is you have to have depth to be successful and make.
Going to dinner the night before, guaranteed. Shoot around. I'm texting him right after. Man, my shot feels good today. You better get your pregame nap. I'm coming in hot. But nah, for sure. Gotta love that competitive nature, especially with the guys that you went to college or high school with.
Oliveri responds. Nothing but net.
Oliveri, great shot.
Finished his master's at Xavier while he was already with the Lakers. He graduated, and underneath the traditional garb, he was wearing a Lakers jersey. Hopkins, the second successive 3. Extra pass out of the high post. Hansen takes it away. Cross court from Kent. Martin up top. That's from the edge of the logo.
Hey, hi, young fella.
It's a guy who dominates pace in games, I can say. I'm fine with that. Sears out of the corner. Sears spins free, steps into a triple, rolls it down.
That's a good formula.
Remajuru's 2-pointer didn't go. Martin on the reverse. Martin
seal, though, big fella.
Brazil coming out of the locker room Bit of intensity, bounced off the hand of Hansen, so Brazil scoops it up. Brazil was a point guard as a kid, by the way. Hopkins, really active hands.
Watch this.
Look at Brazil, take off.
Him with Jokic and Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon and those guys, it's going to be fun to watch.
No doubt. Hansen backed him all the way in.
Learning from Jokic, you know, Brazil can fit right in. Learning from the best big in the NBA from Jokic.
Stevenson pops and hits. You know, if you're Denver, you have second-round picks. There was a comment made by, I believe it was one of their scouts in a video as they sort of described the draft process. Fiddler takes it to the 10 about who can plug and play. And in theory, in Hopkins and Brazil, you got that.
Not for sure, because Denver's in a win-now mode. Obviously, Jokic is in his prime. Jamal Murray's in his prime.
Oh, very 3 of 5 from downtown. Sears rips another 3. Hansen needs his hands, not his shoes, to collect that. Great ball movement. 3-pointer from the corner. Martin lowers his shoulder. Euros out to Kent in the corner. 50, 40, and 89.9. Sears knew that wasn't going to go well. Hopkins popped out. Under 5 to play in the third. Oliveri. Hansen's got this in his bag. You know he does. You started with one of the best games of all time.
Started at the top.
Hansen spins.
Back to the league. Very experienced player.
Top scorer in Serie A in Italy last year after 39 games.
7 from the field. Very, very steady game. Making plays for himself and others.
Ramsey. Oh, he's on a roll.
Great pass.
And Dunning.
Shot Dunning.
3 ball. His first points tonight. And the Portland defense stands tall on the other end.
Cameron. Find your shooter in transition.
Fiddler.
Great shot. You can tell. But Sears is back in the game with Brazil, so let's see if Denver can make their run.
Fiddler on the drive, pulls away,
and
puts it in, plus the foul.
Look at the defense and intensity by Cameron.
Stevenson kicks. Hopkins muscles all the way in. Into Cameron, and a foul. Won the Big East tournament. Co-Big East regular season champions. That's Hopkins. That is Hopkins. That is the nicest small airport in America.
Yeah,
if you've been to Fayetteville, you know what I'm talking about. Bamba.
Bamba was short.
Brazil came out of the path. Stevenson, too strong. Kent throws it ahead. Fiddler. Youngblood. All the way inside.
Been quiet this half after an 18-point outburst. Great take by Cameron.
Sears spin, straight on, straight in, Brazil.
You get to your pull-up. Sears missed the last shot, but then he drug out the guard and hit Brazil.
Hansen!
Up top, watch your head.
Emphatic, Brazil. Up to Hansen. Brazil got in to close it down, doesn't matter.
Great pass.
Can't the finish. 12, Klingon was all tournament 12 years later. Proud history here in Vegas. Stevenson swish.
The hands. Kid with the finish.
Kent's got 12. Sears with the shot clock turned off. Brazil. Bring it inside. A right-handed power dunk. And the Blazers ensure the Warriors are going into the Final Four.